Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 26th through May 2nd. This is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Guys, we've got the full moon in Scorpio, a super moon happening on the 26th. That really intensifies the moon energy. We also have a lot of planetary placements right now that are creating some powerful energy. And the super moon, being that the moon is closer to the earth, makes it a more potent full moon. And Pisces tend to be pretty sensitive to moon energy. So we're going to see what's happening for you guys, not just in the week ahead, but in the coming weeks. Because this energy is going to be coming up for us for a while. And we're going to see what messages are coming up for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Alrighty, my darlings, let's get right on into it. And the first card coming up here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising is the Six of Swords. This doesn't surprise me because I did a podcast about the full moon energy. And in that podcast, I did a tarot reading for air, fire, water, and earth. And the water signs seemed to have like really positive cards coming up around the full moon energy. And I think the reason is that a lot of water signs, because we're really sensitive and we're in our feelings anyway, coming up to this full moon energy, we were already feeling this energy for a while. And now that it's coming into the time of release, I think a lot of water signs are feeling a little bit relieved. Like they're feeling the emotions lift, whereas maybe some of the other signs, not all, but maybe some of the other signs are just now feeling the big heavy emotion. And water sign is like, look, we've been there. We've been there for a while now. And now as the full moon approaches, we're releasing, we're letting it go. And that's exactly what the Six of Swords is about. The Six of Swords is getting away from drama. It can even be taking a trip that results in some kind of a relocation. I've seen that happen a lot with the Six of Swords. So some of you might be planning a trip to go see someone or visit someone, but it feels to me like it's in the sense of like finding yourself, clearing your head. Like, you know, it's time for change. You know that there's things that you want to do. One of the things that I talked about in the podcast was that there's a trine with Jupiter, and that energy is bringing in courage for a lot of people. So Pisces, maybe there's a lot of things that you've always wanted to do, but you didn't have the courage, but you're picking up on that Jupiter energy and you're starting to feel like, well, why can't I do it? Maybe I should, right? And so I feel like some of you are planning some kind of a trip or a getaway specifically for making a decision, specifically for planning out your next steps for the rest of the year, even. Okay, so some of you might be reaching out to a family member or a trusted friend, and maybe you're wanting to go visit or stay with them. Some of you who are able to work from home or don't have to work right now, you may be checking out Airbnbs or something. But I do feel there's this sense of getting away. I also feel for some reason a sense of journaling and writing. This is going to be really powerful for you guys, Pisces. I feel like this is going to help you make some really big decisions and also get very clear about what you want. Like, you're figuring it out as you're journaling, as you're writing. Six of Swords in general is happier energy. So some of you might have been going back and round in circles where there's been a lot of repetitive arguments. Like, it's like we're arguing about the same thing again, and this is coming up again. You're disconnecting from it. You're not interested in the drama. You're not interested in it. And Pisces, I'm getting a very interesting visual for you guys. I bring up this sometimes, nobody ever seems to have ever heard of it. So I don't know if I imagined it. I don't know if my kindergarten teacher made up the story. Please let me know in the comments if you ever remember a story as a kid, like a book, a storybook about the little Dutch boy and the dam. And I don't know why it had to specifically be a Dutch boy, but it was a little boy, and there was this a hole in the dam and the water was coming through, so he had to save the town by sticking his finger in it. right? And he kept telling people, I'm tired. Can you take a turn? And nobody wanted to take a turn. And finally he got tired of doing it, and he like walked away, and the dam burst. And so I don't know why, but I'm getting that story popping up in my head for Pisces. So maybe a lot of you have been trying to fix an issue or put a band-aid on something for somebody, and you're tired and you don't want to do it anymore. And you're like, that dam can burst, and I will get on my little boat and I will merrily, merrily, merrily row myself down that stream. Like that's the vibe that I'm feeling around you, Pisces. You're not angry. It's not like something that you're doing out of revenge. You want peace, and you want to rest, and you don't want to carry that burden anymore. I'm feeling a sense of like unburdening yourself from trying to fix somebody else's problem, right? Or trying to heal somebody else. And you're like, I need to heal me right now. The next card is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Pentacles can indicate here a windfall of money, like good news financially, generosity from others, and it can indicate coming into a really positive financial state, the kind of state where debts are paid off. You are able to put money aside for the future. You're able to spend on yourself and do the things you want to do, and you're able to give away to charity. You're able to help others. So it's really positive energy in that way. And it can also indicate coming into give and take energy, flow energy. Pisces, I feel like a lot of you are breaking out of a cycle where you're constantly the one trying to hold things together. You're constantly the one trying to bridge the gaps and entertain people and keep them happy and make sure that you're communicating, make sure that you're spending time together. And so I feel like you're beginning to manifest connections with people that they're equally invested, where it's not just you having to hold things together. Again, repeating with that first message I got with the of Swords, I feel like a lot of you are manifesting help and support and equal involvement and fairness with that Six of Pentacles as well. Six of Pentacles also sometimes comes up when we're entering into a period of time where we have to learn to receive. And so some of you might be receiving generosity from somebody else. Some of you might be coming into a time like maybe you're going on a trip, and somebody is showing you around and taking care of you and taking you out and cooking for you, and giving you blankets and pillows and making sure that you have a comfortable place to sleep. So some of you are coming into a time where you're being cared for, and this is something that you're manifesting as like something that you need as a part of your healing. Okay. Your next card here, my dears, is the Two of Wands. And Two of Wands is choices, decisions, and having to balance out the good and bad, the pros and cons. Okay. So I do feel like a lot of you are getting ready to make a big decision, and you're really having to think about all aspects of it, hence this Six of Swords. But I feel like you are making that decision, and I feel like for a lot of you the decision is coming in the next, I want to say, 3 or 4 weeks, right? In the next month or so. Two of Wands can also indicate here that you're choosing between two paths. Okay. This can also sometimes be partnerships, business partnerships, or an offer is being made to you, and you have to decide if you want to take that offer or not. So there could be an offer, like a job offer coming in that you're having to debate, or maybe your boss is asking you um to change your work function, or somebody's approaching you with a business opportunity, and the Two of Wands is having to decide. Now, one of the things I've seen that comes up a lot of the times with the Two of Wands, I hate to say it, but I see it come up a lot, is that you're dealing with someone that is really eager about working with you or having you around because they see how much of a benefit you're going to be. But they also feel and they also sense you have no idea of how beneficial you are in the situation. You have no idea how much you're bringing to the table, and they might kind of try to take advantage of that. They might lowball you. So my advice to you, Pisces, those of you that you are being presented with someone who's making an offer to you for a job, or opening their home to you and inviting you to live with them or stay with them, or somebody maybe is approaching you and wants to buy something from you, like a car or a house or a business, or they're wanting to invest with you and start some kind of business, do your research. Go online. That's the magic of Google, right? Go online and figure out how much does this kind of service go for? How much does this kind of item go for? What are other people making, right? If this is a position, what are other people being paid for this position? What are the requirements of this position? What are the duties of this position? Those of you that are having somebody open up their home to you, and they might give you some kind of offer like, oh well, you can stay with me and you can help babysit the kids sometimes, or you can help me around the house. Okay, well, what does that mean, right? Is it 24 hours a day? Is it on call? How many hours a week are we talking about? What kind of help are we talking about? Right? I'm not going to go climb up on the roof and patch holes in the roof. That's outside of my skills. That's outside of my services. So ask questions. Okay, ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. Your next card here, my dears, is the Three of Pentacles, and this is building a new foundation. This can also be for some of you like you're being taken under somebody's wing. They're showing you the ropes. They're teaching you how to do something. Three of Pentacles can also indicate here a collaboration with other people, coming together and building something, creating something. I feel for the majority of you Pisces, though, the Three of Pentacles is in regard to like you're creating a new foundation for your life, and you're like setting these new standards. Like you're building upon this new foundation. And for some of you, this is not something I typically feel with the Three of Pentacles, but for some reason I'm feeling it here. I'm feeling a sense of foundation, like the foundation of a house, and growing roots. So I feel like a lot of you are making a decision about where your home is going to be. You're making a decision about where you're going to start um um yeah, setting down a foundation, setting down roots. Uh Yeah, hence the Six of Swords. Some of you might be traveling to make that decision, and some of you are maybe getting a fresh start elsewhere. But I'm feeling a sense of like growing roots, making someplace your home, getting settled in with that Three of Pentacles. Your next card here, my darlings. Oh, speaking of home, we have the Four of Wands. Now, I know some of you got super giddy just now seeing the Four of Wands. Maybe you even shrieked with joy and excitement. I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings around love and romance. And so for that reason, Four of Wands has gotten stereotyped or typecast or labeled as like the wedding card. Marriage, wedding, I'm getting married, there's going to be a wedding. And that can be for some of you. I'm not going to say that's not the case. I'm not going to say that's not possible, because that is one, and I emphasize, one of the meanings of Four of Wands. Some of you can be moving towards marriage, moving in with somebody, living with somebody. However, it's much deeper than that. Okay, Four of Wands is going to be a sense of stability, a sense of home, in the sense that like you have friends who are like a family. You have a social circle that celebrates with you, that is aligned with you, a sense of stability in your home, a sense of abundance. Okay, so Four of Wands isn't only about marriage. That can be an aspect of it, but it's a sense of like feeling at home, feeling secure, feeling well taken care of, feeling like you have a sense of belonging. Okay. And so this is something many of you are manifesting right now, a sense of stability, right? And I feel that for Pisces, for the majority of you, it's not about marriage, because what I'm feeling in the Four of Wands is like, for the first time, you have this stability that for the first time you feel like it can't be taken away from you. And so maybe in the past your stability came from your family, or it came from like a specific job, or it came from a specific relationship, and you were always like clinging to something for stability, for like safety, for like feeling like you belong somewhere. But I feel like now you're creating it for yourself, within yourself, so it can't be taken away, right? If a family breaks up, it's not gonna impact your stability. If a job goes under, it's not gonna impact your stability. If you break up from a relationship, it's not gonna impact your stability. I feel like you're creating this real security that for many of you, you've never even had it before, because before it was always tied to something that, could be taken away. And you had this fear, oh, what if it ends? What if it doesn't work out? And now you don't have that fear anymore, because it's something you're creating for yourself. Okay. I don't want to get all cheesy here. I don't want to get all cliche, but I saw something the other day that said happiness is homemade. And I'm hearing that for you guys. Happiness is homemade. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks this may resonate with you more than others. If you're looking for a love reading, the April love readings are up. The May love readings will be up soon. They're a little delayed because I had to get the podcast out. And I did the podcast on the full moon. I was going to do it on manifestation, but a lot of people were just in all kinds of energy I was seeing, so I focused on the full moon in Scorpio and described that a little bit more deeply. I will do a meditation for the full moon on the YouTube channel. I'll premiere a meditation video here for the full moon for those of you who want to do a meditation for the full moon. I'm not going to monetize it. There won't be any commercials, because there's nothing more distracting when you're trying to meditate than to have commercials pop up. So it will not be a monetized video, commercial free. If YouTube gets sneaky with me and sticks them on there, just let me know in the comments and I'll go back and I'll, manually go in there. But I'm not going to set it to give you guys commercials in the meditation. If you would like a private reading, I have the link listed in the description. Amethyst Angel, I'm sorry, calendly.com/Amethyst Angelite. You can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, my darlings.